Dr. Hicks, as we come to a close here, what if somebody wants to get this comprehensive blood work that you speak of and have it interpreted by somebody like you, especially by you? Like if it's me, I'm watching this. Answer that question. And then I would love for you to answer the question, like, when should I get that done? And I know we kind of talked about that, but I'm thinking like for myself, even though I'm feeling good, I need to go ahead and do that. And then do I follow up with that? So how do I do it? And then when should I come to you?
Okay, let me give you the process. Anybody anywhere can do blood work. I do telemed for all the states in the United States. So I'm affiliated with LabCorp, and LabCorp has places everywhere. And so the only thing that you need to do is contact my website, bodyworksfunctional.com, and bodyworks, the works is spelled with an X, not a K, so bodyworksfunctional.com, and you can order labs from that. I can do a comprehensive. So that's the first step, is like saying, I would like to know my numbers. Where am I starting in that? So anybody can contact that website and sign up and do get a blood lab request. And what happens with that is once you say you want to do it, then I will email you a request form to LabCorp. You find a LabCorp that's near you, you go do it. Once that's done, 2 days later, I literally have the blood work back, and I can either, if you're in town, I can meet you face to face. If you're out of town, we can do Zoom calls, and we can find that first step of what's going on. Whether you feel good, you feel bad, whatever, everybody needs to know where their numbers are. Blood does not lie. It's either there or it's not. You just need somebody to be able to look at the blood and to say, hey, this is what it means.
And how and when should I do that? When should I contact you when I'm sick?
Website's open 24/7. It's there. So like I say, as a kid, it's not as important. Your body hasn't been around long enough. Number one, if you have symptoms, you need blood work now, today. Figure out what the symptom is. Let's not get it back. And that's even in our current medical world, is if you catch stuff early, it's always better than waiting until it's bad. So if somebody's having some symptoms, find out what's causing it. People say, oh, I have headaches, and I take an aspirin and the headache goes away. Yep, that's what its job, that's what it's designed to do. But the headache wasn't because you had a lack of aspirin in your body. There is a reason why your body has a headache. Is there a sensitivity to something? Do you have high blood pressure? There's a lot of things that cause headaches, but it is not lack of aspirin. And that's what we typically do in America is, oh, it's not that bad. I'm just going to take a few of these things, or they'll go get a massage. They'll go get an IV. They'll go do something that makes them feel better. And it's like, I must be healthy again. Not the case. You never got to the core issue. Blood is going to find that core issue to find out why you're having headaches. Little background on that, and I'll try to speed it up. But that was what got me into chiropractic. And the first thing is I messed my knee up at a football game. And for whatever reason, my parents took me to the chiropractor for that. And not only did he work on my knee, but he started working on my spine. What I didn't tell him is that I had massive headaches all of the time. I mean, it was something, and I just thought, I'm using my head as a spear in football, cracking other helmets, and that's why I have headaches all the time. But he started not working just on my knee, but on my full spine. And then after we were finished with working on my knee, I realized I never had headaches again. I'm like, whoa. And then it was, A plus B equals C thing. And it's like, oh, and I told him, it's like, man, I don't have headaches. And he goes, I know. I've been working on that. I'm like, oh, everything's tied together. So I didn't wait until my headaches were debilitating before I ever did something about it. I got to the core issue. So now I don't need the aspirin. I don't get headaches that come from that. So that's kind of the thing. Who needs to do blood work? If you're having symptoms, have a functional doctor, have myself do a blood work. Let's find out the core issues. Let's catch it before it ever becomes a named disease process. Typically, this is where I like people to go. If somebody is in decent health, we've looked at their blood, there's no red flags or anything, people need to get their blood work done once per year. Disease is not something that happens overnight. It takes a really long time to develop. And if you do your blood work, a full panel looking at all the systems through a functional doctor, then we can find those things before they become a problem. So if you do, I typically do mine at the end of the year or the 1st of January. I'll check my blood and I'll say, my liver enzymes are a little bit high here. Probably should let go of some of the fast food, and I will clean myself up those first 3 months. And then the whole key for me is I'm never going to allow the pathway of my body to become disease before I do something about it. So when I'm in a plan, I'm doing blood work every 4 weeks. I need to know if I'm making a change. If after we're done with the plan, if somebody has some problems, maybe every quarter they should do a blood work. If somebody is clipping along like they should, but still has some issues, maybe every 6 months. Healthy person with no problems that has had a previous blood work looked at by a functional doc once a year is when I want to see it.
That's perfect. That's really, really good. And so if you're watching this right now, I encourage you to get your blood work done. I mean, everything that you just said is so powerful. And personally, this guy is a friend. He knows what he's talking about. He loves to, I mean, you just heard him say he feels like his calling in life is to help people be more healthy. I mean, he owns 2 IV Nutritions in Tulsa. He has a nationwide functional medicine clinic and is just willing to do whatever it takes to help people. And so, man, Dr. Hicks, thank you so much.